2 kisses and do
Very European.
Take 4 foodies.
Is everyone fabulous?
I was hoping not to throw up on my plate, to be honest.
They're tasked to entertain each other over 4 nights.
I personally don't think you should have entered the competition.
I feel like I might have upset him.
The outcome, trouble.
I saw my lips a bit more interesting than him.
I think that's absolutely unbelievably rude.
Tension.
You're at a dinner party. You wouldn't do that at a restaurant.
He was maybe a bit too aggressive.
And tears.
I'm just going to plate up the dessert how I would like it.
As they mark each other in secret to win £1,000.
I've got them all eaten out of my hand.
Manchester, birthplace of the Eccles cake, otherwise known as dead fly pie. Nice.
Let's try the wine.
Hoping to serve up a dinner party devoid of deceased insects, but with shedloads of style, is 24-year-old restaurant manager Stuart Donnelly.
As soon as I put my uniform on and I walk through the door, it's showtime. So it's going to be exactly the same when my guests come round to the dinner party. As soon as they come in, it's showtime. Hi.
Before the curtain rises tonight, Stuart's off to collect flowers for his table, which is clearly enormous, judging by this lot.
At the end of the day, I think as long as it looks fabulous, or tastes or smells fabulous, I'm not too really cared about the origin, where it comes from. I'm all for global warming, as you know, because I want longer summers.
I really care about the environment and about getting people involved because I think it's important that we all try and contribute and we all try and make a difference.
So, no meeting of minds between Stuart and contestant number 2, 34-year-old eco-teacher Josh Steiner.
Well, who can tell me what global warming is? I can be a bit preachy. I can come across as a bit cocky at times, maybe a bit moralistic and crusading.
But the others can't wait. Back in his lavish penthouse, Stuart begins to marinate his steak with garlic and oil for the main course. Fillet of rump with vegetables.
When I have fillets, I have it blue, as in get it off the cow and serve it.
Our third competitor is 21-year-old Angela Daly, trainee accountant by day, fully qualified party girl by night.
I can't do mine, the neck and floored it.
Nice lady.
I can look after myself. I might only be 21, but, you know, you've got to be assertive in this world, otherwise you don't get anything from it.
I'm very competitive. It's all about winning. You go in something to win. You don't go in something to come second.
So, the boys have 2 assertive women to deal with. Meet this week's final host, 32-year-old dancewear shop owner, Rachel Vose.
I've done all sorts of jobs. I've been a trolley dolly, I've been a copper, I've been a model, I've been a singer, I've been a makeup artist, and now we're in a dance shop. So if I've done all that in the past, this should be a doddle.
You know what they say about jack of all trades? Back with Stuart's menu, and dessert is chocolate fondant with Cornish ice cream.
Well, I love anything chocolate. I'm a total chocolate girl.
I'm not going to do my dessert now. I'm going to do it later in front of the guests. The reason being, it's just a bit of theatre and it's showing them that it's fresh, and they'll be able to see how good I am at actually doing it.
Great, if it goes to plan. So it's on to the first course, spicy carrot and coriander soup.
Something that I'd probably have on a working lunch, not something I'd usually expect at a high-end dinner party, but if it's done well, it could be nice.
I love spicy. I absolutely adore spicy.
To make the soup, Stuart melts butter in a pan, adds carrots, garlic, coriander and chilli.
It's like I'm making a potion. I'm like a witch.
He leaves it to simmer for 15 minutes, giving him time to reveal his cunning little game plan.
It's all about politics tonight, so I'm going to let everyone think I'm on their side, but really I'm just kind of against them all.
Oh, you little schemer. Finally, Stuart blends the soup and finishes it with a touch of cream. That didn't take long.
I want it to be very laid back, but obviously it's going to be quite camp and fabulous. I think fabulous is the word of the evening.
And to make sure everything is fabulously presented, Stuart turns his attention to the table.
I think this will have a wow factor, so hopefully they're going to appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, if they don't appreciate it, it just shows they haven't got good taste or like nice things, so it's a problem of their own they'll have to deal with.
Well, here's a man who might have something to say about all that flashiness. It's eco-warrior Josh.
Oh, that must be the door. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Stuart.
Stuart, Josh.
Josh, nice to meet you, Josh.
Hello.
Come in. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I really like your view here. It's
Excellent.
amazing. Wowzers.
followed by a sparkly Angela.
Ooh, fabulous.
Hello!
Oh my God! I love your top.
Thank you! Oh my
You look
God.
gorgeous.
So nice to meet you. What's your name?
Well, Stuart, and yours?
Angela.
Angela,
Call me
hi.
Ange there.
Love the top, it goes with my bedspread.
All right, calm down, you've only just met.
Excited. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Ange.
And Josh.
Josh. Ooh, 2 kisses and do that.
Very European.
Ah, yeah, no, I'm rubbish like that. I'm from Yorkshire.
Champagne, darling.
One.
Finally, it's Rachel. And cue yet more fake gushing.
Hello! Welcome.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through. And you smell gorgeous as well.
And you, Stuart, are just shameless.
Nice to meet you. Oh my God. What's your name, love?
Rachel.
Rachel, I'm Ange.
I'm Ange. Hi, Ange.
Hi Rachel, I'm Josh.
Hi, Josh.
2
nice
kisses.
to meet you.
Mwah.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yes, you
weather.
guys
Get you some champagne.
Oh, lovely.
Cheers, here's to a fabulous evening.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
The evening's ahead.
Loads of nice food, no argument.
It's the first night in Manchester, and 24-year-old Stuart Donnelly is laying on the schmooze in a bid to win the £1,000 prize. While he prepares the soup, the guests take a look at his flash pan.
Ooh,
Oh, I love it. It's all white, it's all clean. This is like perfect. Could be a really good
Check
advert for that
this
bedding.
I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm jealous of everything that he has. Oh.
It's all really designer, isn't
It's
it?
my idol. It's my idol.
I really like his duvet cover. I'm not a sequined bedsheet kind of a guy myself. I think my little boy would like it, but I don't think I can afford it. Yeah, he'd like it because it's kind of party. He was putting it in our faces a bit, and obviously he wanted to show us that's what he was about. It's not what I'm about. You won't find that stuff in my house.
Does Stuart care? Don't think so, especially as the starter's ready. Spicy carrot and coriander soup.
I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Oh, it's so good.
Right, can we just have this?
It's really nice.
Although it's, like, for me, it's not as spicy as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But it balances off really well because the soup's quite sort of smooth.
It's got a nice aftertaste, hasn't it?
I'd say, like, I saw carrot and coriander on the menu, and it is one of my favourite soups. But
Is
you
it?
know, it can be bog standard or it can be high end, and
Yeah.
this is definitely the creme fraiche. Definitely just takes that.
The only criticism that I would have given the starter would be the fact that it's not as spicy as it first suggested, and also that the bread wasn't freshly made.
Overall, it was probably, you know, in the top 20% of carrot and coriander soups that I've ever had.
So far, so good. I've got them all eaten out of my hand. Is everyone fabulous?
We're all fabulous.
Has everyone got drinks?
just like
relax,
darling.
cool. Just like I said, just make yourself at home.
I'm just checking it out. Does anyone want
So-
any more wine?
I'm going to stay.
Ooh.
Sorry to interrupt. Is anyone specific about how they have the steak? Are we rare, medium, or well done?
As long as it's not rare, I'm not bothered.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd say rare to medium, but medium's fine.
I would be quite happy with mine straight out the fridge. So
Really?
live and kicking.
So you like yours moving?
Blue.
You want to be able to kill it again?
Blue,
Yeah.
please.
Blue, medium rare, medium.
Yeah.
Great. That's exactly what I wanted.
As long as there's no red bits in it, I'm happy.
So, and if you like well done.
So now it's all eyes on Stuart, just how he likes it.
Basically, if you can see at the sides, it basically the cooking from the inside. So it's just before the meat in the middle with the cooking that I know they're done, which is basically. See if you can see there now. It's now met. It looks fabulous on each side. I'm really happy. So that's the medium.
And with Stew's latest performance over, the main course is done. Steak with vegetables, roast potatoes and a pepper sauce. But as they bite into their fillets, Rachel has other fleshy areas on her mind.
I think cosmetic surgery is a very personal thing. Myself, personally, if it made me feel better and look better, because you should only do something like that for yourself. I have had cosmetic surgery.
What have you had?
I've had a set of melons.
Never.
And
Never.
yeah.
So why haven't you got them out? I mean, you've got fabulous boobs. Why are you hiding them?
Because
Right, second that. Get your boobs out.
same shot.
Steady on, Josh.
It's how your clothes,
know.
it's how your clothes feel and it's
no,
how
you're
your
right.
clothes fit.
The plastic surgery, yeah, no, I was shocked by the fact that she had a breast enlargement, because I think she's a very beautiful woman. I actually thought that she might have had them reduced.
Yeah, that's quite enough of that. Back to the food, please.
So how are they cooked? Are they cooked how you wanted them?
My steak's perfect.
Mine's fine, yes. It's rarer than I'd usually have had it, but at the same time, it was a very pleasant surprise for me.
Obviously, there's quite a lot of pressure in this situation. Do you know what I mean?
It's really,
it is
really hard.
I
Yeah.
have to say, I really didn't mean it as an attack.
Yeah.
And
No, I understand that. But, you know, it is quite... Normally, I'm quite good, but...
It's so hard, and I think, to be honest, you've pulled off a really good one tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, don't encourage him. His ego's big enough already.
I took a bite of it and I thought I'd cut all the fat off, and I took it and I was like, no. I was hoping not to throw up on my plate, to be honest. I was a bit gipping, but I swallowed it, did it. Good team member.
It's not really to my liking, however, I did enjoy it.
So, mixed reviews for the main course. Yeah. And now comes the trickiest bit of the night. The fondants. And for once, Stuart's feeling nervous.
Right, this is the moment of truth. This is chocolate fondant time. I've been having nightmares about this, so I'm so glad that it's going to be over. It's either going to be really good or really bad.
It's going to be good, it's going to be good, it's going to be good.
The pressure.
Stuart melts chocolate with butter and whisks eggs with sugar. He combines the two and pours everything into tins. And they go into the oven for precisely 6 minutes.
It's make or break, Stu.
It is.
Yeah, don't open the door,
Is it like a souffle? Don't open it, just leave it.
Too late to tell him that now. Finally, they're out.
Yes! Get in there!
Complete chef, absolutely brilliant.
Well, they look all right, but it's the inside that counts. Will it be gooey?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Stuart Donnelly's chocolate fondant and ice cream.
That looks amazing, babes. It looks really good.
This is
I'm
good.
excited.
I am.
There you go.
My mouth's watering at the thought.
You have to say, look at that. You break into the hot steaming pudding and there's this gooey mmm-ness in the middle. Yeah. It's in the Oxford English Dictionary, if you look at it.
We've checked, it isn't.
Brilliant. Really, really lovely.
This, to me, is of the whole experience, the fact my chocolate fondant worked for me, that's winning for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm sure you'd like to see some high scores as well.
I thought the food was amazing. Some of it wasn't homemade, was disappointed by, but the atmosphere was amazing.
The main let him down a bit, so I'm going to give Stuart a 7.
Maybe had my steak been medium and I'd have eaten all of it, you'd have got a whopping 10.
So Stuart's flamboyant performance earns him rave reviews and a score of 24 out of 30. Today, it's the turn of Angela to take the helm. She's hoping homemade food, and lots of it, will help her win the £1,000. But one of her guests has other things on his mind.
Josh, oh my God, eco. I'm amazed he can actually do this competition when he's so busy trying to save the world. How he does that, the guy needs a medal.
And it seems that Angela isn't oblivious to how tricky Stuart might be.
I don't know him well enough yet, but I imagine that he could be quite bitchy. So, I'm a bit nervous there.
You may well be right. Let's see what he makes of the main course. Lamb shanks with dauphinoise potatoes and green beans.
Dauphinoise potatoes. I'm actually surprised that she knows what dauphinoise are.
Very fancy. I didn't expect this from Ange.
Angela browns the lamb, puts it in a pot and pours in a whole bottle of red wine. And she's beginning to realise she might have bitten off more than she can chew.
As long as I'm not crying by the end of the night, I think I'll be OK.
Nothing like positive thinking. In goes orange zest, and yes, there's more. Sugar and water. And that's it. She'll cook the dish in the oven for 3 hours, but she's decided not to prepare the dauphinoise potatoes until the guests arrive. And the same goes for her starter. Walnut-breaded goat's cheese with a pear and watercress salad. Any thoughts, Stuart?
Very easy, but it all depends what, you know, what she might have a special dressing with it or something. It doesn't say here.
I love goat's cheese. It's one of my favourite things. I absolutely love it.
So, next job for Angela is her pud, a trio of desserts.
It's very ambitious of her to do 3 desserts. I don't know if it's over-ambitious because it seems like that's her speciality, but I wouldn't take on that amount of work myself.
To make the meringues, Angela whisks egg whites with sugar and adds vanilla essence before baking for an hour. She'll make the compote later, so next it's on to the banoffee pies. First, she crushes some biscuits.
This is where the anger comes in.
She then mixes the crumbs with butter, presses into foil-lined ramekins and freezes. For the topping, Angela caramelises butter with sugar and adds condensed milk. And the pressure is beginning to show.
Everything that I'm cooking tonight is homemade. So, you know, there's a lot more involved in it. And I hope that they understand, obviously, what's gone into it.
Finally, she pours the caramel mix over the frozen bases. And that's all the cooking she can do for now, as her guests are here. First at the door is Mr. Particular, Stuart.
Hello! Oh, you look fabulous, darling. Wow.
How have you been?
Good.
Here's your sort of champagne
Oh,
cocktail.
thank you, darling.
Followed by Josh.
Hello! Wow, you look fab!
Thank you.
Hope your missus isn't
Oh
watching.
my God, that was nearly a moment.
And finally, Rachel, with her assets on full show.
Hi, boys. Nice to see you.
When did you arrive?
Just.
While the guests enjoy the view, Angela makes her starter by frying the goat's cheese in breadcrumbs before serving on a salad with a drizzle of her own dressing.
What's this, goat's cheese?
What is it?
Yeah.
Goat's cheese.
It's goat's cheese.
Clever boy.
Actually, I've been trying goat's milk at home recently, and it's definitely, yeah, it's, I know goat's milk, the molecules in goat's and sheep's milk are actually smaller, so, you know, you get people who are lactose intolerant,
That's
and
my baby.
because goat's milk and sheep's milk have got smaller molecules, it doesn't make as much mucus, in theory.
I think I saw my lips a bit more interesting than him, to be completely honest with you.
I've noticed you've not finished yours, Stuart. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, no, I'm just saving myself because I've now got a main and desserts to come. Because normally when I eat, I normally just have a start and a main.
Do you?
So I don't want to insult you by
So
not
it's
having my
nothing-
dessert.
it's nothing,
No,
okay.
if it was, I'd say. The goat's cheese starter was nice. I mean, it was nothing to sing and dance about. I'm not going to run around the street naked about it, I'll be honest with you. But it was okay.
Manchester can breathe a sigh of relief.
He's definitely showing the signs of what I thought it was going to be like. You just get what you're given, enjoy it. You're at a dinner party. You wouldn't do that at a restaurant.
At last, someone's rumbled Stuart, and there could be more trouble ahead as Angela forgot to prep the potatoes.
Yeah.
Guess who might have something to say about the delay?
With everything going on, times, to be honest, got away with me a little bit. But it's no bother. We've got enough time, we've got enough drink to be going on with. I'm happy.
Angela heats double cream, milk, then adds garlic, thyme and onions before bringing everything to the boil.
The potatoes are going to be done 50 minutes. 50 minutes is going to fly by. We'll just keep drinking. No bother.
Yeah, we hear the potatoes haven't gone in yet.
How do we know the potato's not gone in?
Because she's laying the potatoes now.
Right. I'm starving. I'm guessing she didn't have a run through because I had one run through and I've kind of planned out my timing because the last thing I wanted was for people to wait because, you know, it's quite important.
Try not to look quite so pleased with yourself.
Come on, love, get a move on. I'm starving.
It's on. Right, do you want to top up, guys?
So how long until your dolphin wires are done, my darling?
You're looking at about 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
So, have a nice drink.
Okay.
Relax and
Is there any
spin.
chance I could have a piece of bread or something? Because I'm starving.
You should have eaten your starter.
Sorry, I did. I was, yeah. Well, I
You thought your main
to be
was
fair, I
coming
thought it was going to
through.
come straight up and I was saving myself. But if it's going to be 40 minutes, I'm not complaining. I just like a piece of bread. If that's
That's not complaining.
Yeah, OK, so do you want some bread, maybe some
just a
butter?
piece of bread and butter would be great. Please.
Right, yeah, that's
Thank you, love.
fine, no
Cheers,
problem.
darling. Cheers.
Bread, butter, maybe a spoon for Stuart to stir things up with.
Don't think 40 minutes that long. His night took a lot longer than that. He asked for some bread and butter, and I said, why didn't you eat your starter?
I hadn't eaten all day. I was starving. And obviously, quite politely, I said, please, can I have some bread? She looked like she wanted to kill me.
Why so surprised, Stuart?
You go, love.
Thank you, darling.
Are you all right to join us? Sit down and have a bit of a breather.
I was fine. Absolutely fine. So
Just keep drinking.
Relax.
I am now relaxed. Yeah.
Chill,
You
babe.
chilled out now? Good.
When I do a dinner party, I like to take my time, have a chat, get some wine and stuff like that, you know, so...
There's no rush. I'm not working tomorrow, so...
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I am. I'm working tomorrow. I actually sat there and said nothing, and then when the bread came, I realised how hungry I was.
Not satisfied with the bread, there's something else Stuart's dying to get to grips with.
At this stage.
But I've been meaning to ask, can I have a feel? Because I'm dying to have a feel. I just need to get it out of my system.
What do you want to have a feel of,
Yeah,
Stuart?
well, your boobs. It's like, is it kind of, you know that bouncy bit? Is that the implant? Because I don't know.
No, that's just the way.
I think Josh would be a better expert
Okay, I'll tell you.
and tell me if there's a difference.
That's one bit of plastic you won't be recycling. Anyway, let's get back to the food. Angela's lamb and potatoes are ready, but she still has to cook the green beans. And Stuart's behaviour is finally getting to her.
I was angry earlier, but now I'm just a bit upset.
It means
Just cooking a bean.
no, but you put hot water into pan, so it means that something's going to at least take. If it's vegetables, going to at least take another 10 minutes.
And I'm sure you're going to tell Angela all about it.
I'm wondering whether to give Stuart a tiny portion because I know how he doesn't like to be overpowered by food, and maybe prepare a bread course for him, maybe for when he's hungry between now and the desserts.
Touché.
The time between the start and main was ridiculous. It was literally, from my watch, I wasn't keeping the clock, it was about an hour and 10 minutes. That's just silly, and there is no excuses for that.
I think the fact that she'd said that it was planned to be that long, I just don't see why you'd keep somebody waiting an hour and 15 minutes.
Finally, Angela serves the lamb main course and airs her feelings.
Sometimes I'm not saying anything about tonight, but I mean, in some cases, there's a time to keep your mouth shut. And I think that's important because it does get you into trouble, and sometimes it's unnecessary because sometimes you've got to have manners and keep your mouth shut.
Some people are quite reserved. I think, oh, I best not say that because he or she will take offence, and I just say it,
anyway.
you know. I could have ripped her to bits tonight, but the fact I liked the girl, I didn't.
Yes, you really held back.
Now, I'm going to be absolutely honest here. The only thing I'm going to say is that maybe a bit of a sauce or something with the lamb would have been a bit nice.
There was a shoe.
Oh. I missed some. Honestly, that's, to be fair, with the whole dish, that's the only little niggly bit I'd say. And that's been, you know, honest to you, that's all.
No, it's fine, absolutely
But apart from
fine.
that, it was gorgeous.
Tell us your thoughts. Go on, break my heart.
I just don't even want... I don't feel like I am ready to make a comment on this dish at the moment. It was lovely, it was delicious. I don't want to say anything that would be in any way construed.
Keep digging, keep digging.
A negative comment. I really enjoyed the lamb. That's all I want to say. That is really all I want to say.
OK, so now I'm going to go and have a cry in the kitchen. I'm just really...
Have I just been a... I feel like I've just been really critical of it.
I feel, to be honest...
It's nice to see you being honest.
I am a complete perfectionist. I'm honestly a little bit upset, and it's no one's fault, because I just wanted everyone to be really
I don't
happy
see...
with it.
Part of what I feel is that, you know, I looked at the menu and I thought it looked like an absolutely fantastic evening ahead of us.
So have I disappointed you?
10 out of 10 for effort. It maybe hasn't gone as you planned it to or something. I don't know.
Bet you wish you'd never asked now, Angela.
Yeah, do you know, it didn't go down as well as I thought it would.
You can say that again.
I think they were being honest, or personally, I think they're being overcritical.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, what's the point in entering the competition if you're not going to compete?
Yeah,
and even if it's not what you'd like, and don't say anything about it.
I've produced a really good meal tonight, and I have made everything from scratch. I've not bought any chocolate sauce or anything. I've done everything. I don't know whether I'm being oversensitive or what, but I think, especially Stuart's been a bit overcritical. So I'm just going to plate up the dessert how I would like it and hope that they like it.
What was it you said about not ending up crying?
You know, when you're out on a night out and you just want to go home because it's all gone wrong, but I actually am home.
Basically, last night, I set the bar so high, she's tried to run, jump it, and she's just hung herself on the bar.
Partly thanks to you and your scheming. But it's not over for Angela. She's pinning her hopes of winning £1,000 on pudding.
My dessert's good dessert. If they don't like it, then they can stick up their ass.
And should they wish to, here is her trio of desserts.
So you made these all from scratch?
This was the dish that I spent the most time on.
To be fair, this is just amazing.
This is my bag. This is my bag, baby.
This is your ace, babes. This is gorgeous.
I love.
Oh, I bet that hurt.
I'm going to be slightly critical here. What I'd say with the dessert is that it's all amazing, but it's just much more than I could stand, and it's a bit tantalising putting too much food in front of someone. And from an eco perspective, I'd say it's a bit wasteful because I wish I could finish all that banoffee pie, but it's just too much.
Do you know what,
so
Josh?
overall, you should be giving some of this to a homeless person outside.
Do you know
That's what
Josh?
I'd say.
Do you know what I do? Right, we all eat this, and then I package the goods away and I send it all to Africa. So that is the best thing about it.
Don't think she's feeling very charitable, Josh. Time to leave.
You just criticised the best part of the evening. It was just totally out of context. It was the wrong thing to be criticising.
The evening was a bit frosty, maybe brought down a touch by Rachel and Stuart.
Ange was a brilliant host. The food was wonderful. But for me, I just waited far too long for the main course. So tonight, I'm going to score you 7 out of 10.
I had such high hopes for tonight, but unfortunately Ange just did not deliver the goods. Sorry, Ange, but I have to give you a 6.
So after a painful evening, Angela's homemade food doesn't hit the spot. She scores 20, leaving Stuart top for now. It's day 3 in Manchester and the turn of Josh Steiner. And surprise, surprise, he's hoping an eco-friendly evening will bag him the £1,000.
What I really want to get across to the guests tonight is that it isn't about being a placard-waving vegan, cyclist. There are lots of things that we can do.
Yeah, not sure that's going to win you points, though.
I just think he's a bit strange. He's a nice guy, but he does border on the wrong side of boring.
Josh's eco messages are certainly getting through to me. I have no choice but to hear it all the time. Eco, eco, eco. Am I listening? Am I learning anything? Absolutely not.
I think there's a possibility of Stuart ruining Josh's night tonight. I think he could go into Josh's house and completely tear it apart.
Well, let's see if he's going to tear apart the starter.
Let me think. White beans, salads, couscous, rabbit food.
No, Mr. Picky. It's actually som tam, a Thai salad served with seared fish, which he'll cook after everyone's arrived.
Ooh, looks interesting. And I do like Thai food, so yeah, that could be quite nice.
How very generous of you.
He's maybe got a bit more of a competitive edge than I do, so I will have to up my game in that respect.
Blimey, even Josh is on to Stuart. For his main, our host is offering roast Mediterranean lamb with butternut squash and spinach.
Yeah, lamb, same as last night. Bit bored of lamb now, to be honest with you. Hopefully it won't take as long as last night.
Do you know, I've never cooked with lamb before.
Why start now, then? And with Stuart coming to dinner. Anyway, he rubs the lamb with salt and rosemary, adds garlic to a tray and softens some onions. Then he adds herbs, followed by white wine and brandy.
A little splash.
And it's ready for the oven.
Right.
Next, it's dessert, and Josh is serving crumble made with rhubarb from his own allotment.
I don't like puddings, rhubarb crumble, apple crumble. I think I'm going to struggle.
I don't like rhubarb, and I don't like crumble.
So not exactly a prize-winning dessert. Maybe that natty little pinny will go down better with the ladies. To make the crumble, he creams together butter and sugar. He beats in eggs and vanilla essence.
2 hands. Double the mixing fun.
Carefully, he folds in the flour and chucks in his homegrown rhubarb. Finally, he layers on the crumble and pops it in the oven. And with that, the cooking's done for now. So there's time for a quick change before answering the door to his first guest, Rachel.
Well, hello.
Hi, hello. How are
You
you?
look gorgeous.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
You do, come on in.
Followed by pernickety Stuart.
You can be it, Stuart.
Hello.
Sorry about the wait.
That's all right. You're okay. Mwah.
Two, two.
Mwah. Two.
Come in. Wowzers. Oh.
No, nothing designer here, mate. And finally, Angela, who'll be disappointed to know that Stuart is already here.
Yeah, I did.
Hello, darling.
Twinkle over.
How are you, Ma? Oh.
As his guests enjoy the garden, Josh sets to work on his starter by frying the marinated fish. And it's ready to serve. Spicy Thai salad with seared fish.
Fish is great.
It looks
Is
very
it good?
colourful.
Yeah.
It's nicely presented.
Josh, you've still got your pinny on.
Very nice.
It's really delicate. It's not strong like I thought it would be. I loved the fish. It tasted caramelised, which was lovely. The salad was presented beautifully and tasted great.
The starter was really, really nice. The presentation was excellent. It tasted really, really good.
Stuart and Rachel might be happy about the food, but they're not exactly showing it at the table.
You know, what do you generally drink?
Here, actually. We share a bottle of wine each, like every week.
What are you laughing at?
I'd like to know what you're laughing at.
I don't know what she's laughing at.
I don't know.
But I'm just laughing at her laughing.
It's not a chilly reaction, you've gone past that.
It's him! What? You just absolutely make me laugh, I tell you.
What's
Worst person to be sat opposite the dinner table. I think I've touched my eye. I've got chilly in my eye.
He's been trying to make Rachel giggle and obviously make Josh really paranoid about what's going on because they're not even answering questions on why they're giggling. You know, why make someone so nervous in their own home? It's unnecessary.
Rachel's been very two-faced and very false. Whenever she laughs or anything, then she was dishing the blame onto me to make it look as if I was the leader, I was the instigator, so she was dishing the blame onto me. I picked up on it, but I haven't made her aware that I've picked up on it.
You better watch out, Rachel.
I think it went down really well. Stuart finished everything on his plate and, you know, he complimented me, which was shocking and I think well-deserved, actually.
Wow, top marks for the starter, even from Stuart. Next challenge for Josh, keeping him happy with the main. Spiced lamb with roast butternut squash.
It's gorgeous.
It's very hot, but I personally like spicy food.
The flavours really come out in it. It's dead tasty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That butternut squash is stunning. It's literally gorgeous. It's nice and spicy as well.
The lamb was gorgeous. I could not get enough of that.
The food has been amazing. It's actually been much better than what I thought. And I'll be absolutely honest with you, I think the food has been the same, if not better than my food.
A happy Stuart. Bet that won't last long, because back at the table, Josh raises a subject close to his heart.
The problem that we have at the moment is the way that we grow food for mass consumption is all about short-term profits for companies. There are big companies that manufacture wheat. They manufacture all the main food that we eat.
Told you.
Carry on.
And
It's not your bag.
Yeah, it's okay.
anyway, look, I don't want to kind of lead this whole conversation on the eco tip.
Come on,
I
then.
really don't. I really
Stuart,
don't.
come on. If you're bored, you tell us. Come on, you talk to us.
I just need a wee.
Go on then, pee off.
It's a mature person's conversation. You're at a dinner party. You're not a play school. You know, you don't fall asleep while someone's talking or pretend as if you're falling asleep. You know, what's he playing at?
Yet again, at the dinner table, when Josh was going on about the eco thing, I had the balls to show the fact that I was bored by it. And yet again, Rachel was laughing at me but didn't have the balls to show it herself. I feel at the moment that Rachel is living in my shadows and kind of hiding behind me as a bit of a coward.
Moving swiftly on to dessert, Josh plates up rhubarb crumble with ginger creme fraiche, which Rachel and Angela are dreading.
So what do you say then, boy? Where you get your rhubarb from then? Was it from your own?
Of all the dishes tonight, this is the one that is the most special to me in a way, because this is rhubarb that I have grown myself, and this morning I was down the allotment harvesting this rhubarb here.
I've never, ever liked rhubarb, and I've just had my first bite, and I think it's lovely.
Thank you.
So.
As a cake aficionado, that means a lot to me.
Sorry,
I'd just
Stuart.
like to say that my perception of you have changed dramatically this evening. And out of everyone in this group, I think you're the most genuine, and I have so much more respect for you. And your cooking was amazing.
Ooh, what's Stuart up to now?
After tonight, I feel much closer to Stuart, and he was so nice to me, and I know it was, I think, a much better encounter.
Perhaps that's because he's already lining up his next target.
You've done such a good job. I've had such a good time. I just feel a bit sorry for you, Rachel, because you've got such a hard act to follow tomorrow, so I really hope you're up to it.
Well,
How do you feel about that comment, Rachel?
what can I say? You're all in for a treat. I feel Stuart tonight's had an edge of stress towards him that I've not seen with him all week. I feel like I might have upset him.
I think you're onto something there. At least Josh has succeeded in winning over Stuart, but will it help his score?
I never thought Josh and a 7 would sit in my hands together, but hats off to you, Josh. You've done a great job.
I thought his company was amazing, and I absolutely adored his butternut squash.
Tonight, I'm going to mark you, Joshua, 8.
So Josh scores 23, leaving him a point behind Stuart. And with just one dinner party to come, there's only one person on Stuart's mind.
I made Rachel aware that I'd sussed her out, and I wished her the best of luck for tomorrow because she needs it, because I'm going to be there watching every move she makes.
It's the last day and Rachel's turn to face Stuart's onslaught, but she's determined it won't get to her.
I'm not bothered if Stuart's critical because he's already said he's very open and honest. So I'm expecting to get criticism tonight. I'm already expecting it.
Yep, and he started early.
Last night, I realised about Rachel that it's not just her boobs that are fake, it's her.
And of course, everything's so genuine about you, Stuart. Rachel starts her day with dessert, homemade strawberry ice cream with chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, that's such a cop-out for the dessert. Sorry, love. I thought you were going to do a fabulous dessert, but obviously, that's just poor effort. Sorry.
Simple's not always bad.
Making ice cream is probably the easiest thing in the book. If you've got an ice cream maker, it just just takes away the stirring.
Rachel crushes the strawberries, adds in sugar, the juice of 1 lemon and cream before pouring into an ice cream maker. Next, it's straight onto her main, chocolate chip chorizo chili with aromatic rice and homemade bread.
I think maybe that's a bit posy. I'd love both of them as individual dishes, but it's a lot of carbs, a bit stodgy.
Chocolate chip chorizo chili? What the hell?
You'll soon find out, son. To make the chocolate chili, Rachel fries onions, garlic and chili paste until soft. She then adds the chorizo and cubes of beef before browning. Next in, tomato puree, ketchup, kidney beans and tinned tomatoes. Everything is brought to the boil before she adds the special ingredient, dark chocolate.
In goes the chocolate, which should just melt quite nicely. I don't think my guests will have had chili, chocolate and chorizo all together in one meal.
And who could blame them? Meanwhile, those guests have just discovered tonight's dress code.
Dress code, black and white, OK.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to wear any black or white.
Why doesn't that surprise me? That's all the cooking Rachel can do for now. She'll make the starter of marinated swordfish with fruity ceviche later.
What is it, ceviche? No idea how you say that.
Well, you'll find out tonight, along with another surprise, a saxophone quartet. A quick change into her black and white attire, and Rachel is ready to welcome her coordinated guests. First up, it's Angela, in black and white. Good girl.
Hiya!
Sister! Hi, come in. Come
Oh, it
through.
smells amazing. Oh, I'm so excited.
Come in.
I think she's already in. Followed by Josh, in kind of black and white.
Hello. My little Josh, come in. Oh, nice to see you. Come on in.
Nearly there.
Go into the lounge there. I'll bring you in a drink in a moment.
And finally, it's Stuart.
Hello,
Oh,
darling.
hi, babe.
How are you?
Oh, nice to see you.
Let me get in.
Come on.
Something to hide by any chance?
Lovely. Fabulous. Hi. You right, love?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, very well, love. Very well.
Cheeky. I saw it poking through there.
Hey. Well,
the
I tell you
tie?
what, it injects a bit of colour into the
Well, that's
night.
fine, because black and white's so last season.
Let me take your
Thought I'd spice it
photo.
up a bit. A bit more provocative
A bit of chilli.
tonight. There you go, darling. I hope you like.
I love it, thank you. Would you like a Pimm's?
Yes, I'd love
Right,
one. I'm
I shall go and
absolutely
get you one.
parched.
It's really nice.
I bought this for Stuart on the first night, but he obviously doesn't like Portuguese Mateus. That's fine. I love it.
Get a grip. You're not going to give someone back a present that they've given to you. And he's doing it to stir.
It's the final night of the week in Manchester, and Rachel Vose is hoping to charm her way to the £1,000 prize with a night of class and sophistication.
Very good.
Hope you enjoyed the quartet, guys. I'm going to go and get on with our starter, so you feel free to have a look and a nosy around my house.
Fabulous. Thank you.
You'll regret that with Stuart about.
Ooh, oh, wow.
No way. Look at this hot stuff.
Oh,
Check her
wow.
out. Oh my God. What do you think she was like, a glamour model or just a model?
I wonder how long
good.
ago it was, these pictures.
No, yeah.
She's a bit of a showgirl, isn't she?
Yeah, that's what's weird though, because we've not seen any of that this week so
No,
far.
not at all.
And that's what I wanted to see, because as soon as I met her, she's dead bubbly, dead out there. And then it's just been nothing.
Bit of the police's.
Is that, I want a before and after shot of that.
Looks like a stripper in that one.
Time for the starter. Rachel makes the ceviche.
Ceviche means citrus or something like that. And what ceviche is a very citrusy flavour, and it's always cooked with white fish. So hence swordfish with a fruity ceviche. Starters are all being ready. We're probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you having fun in the
Starting.
kitchen?
And we'll just take your cups in. I shall leave the bottle there.
Oh dear, Stuart's already clock watching.
Yeah.
But I'm not being rushed. You know, starter will come out when it's supposed to come out. The main will come out when it comes out. And the dessert will come out whether they're hungry or not.
And Stuart will still moan. Rachel fries the fish and is ready to serve her swordfish with fruity ceviche. As Rachel takes her seat, Stuart's bursting to ask his big question.
I need to get something off my chest.
glamour modelling. Have you ever done topless? Honestly.
That, sorry.
So that's a yes, you have?
I have.
I had to ask.
No, yeah. The reason why I've never been up front is not that I'm ashamed of it, and my partner knows all about it, but at that particular time in my life, it was pretty turbulent, and I associate everything that went on at that time with a horrendous, you know, turbulent relationship.
I thought it was a perfect opportunity for her to be a bit more open about herself, but yet again, she didn't seize the opportunity and she kept her cards close to her plastic chest.
How about the food, folks?
It wasn't how I thought it was going to be, but serve me that again, I'll be happy.
Rachel plates up her main course, but guess who's getting impatient?
A little bit of coriander.
I'm on a roll.
Okay,
Okay, thanks, babes.
So you look...
Why are we waiting? We are suffocating.
Behave yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Put them down.
Sorry.
Keep your hands to
I'm
yourself.
hungry, though. And the thing, my problem is that...
There's nibbles in front
yes,
of you.
I know, but I'm getting bored of these.
You'll be fine.
What's
In
going
fact,
on?
Go on then. Go on then. Top
And
it
I'm not being funny, but it's a bit of a wait for the starter as well. She said 10 minutes and it's actually 45 minutes.
Stuart was exactly like he was all week. Where's the starter? Where's my main? Oh, I'm really hungry. Just, he's a whinge.
Takes one to know one. Rachel finally serves her main course, chili chocolate with rice and bread.
So how much chocolate's in this?
About 100 grams.
Really?
Yeah.
I take your word for it, but yeah, I did think, but obviously I can't taste the chocolate because I thought it was going to be like chocolate and chili. I just couldn't see. Did you think that as well?
It tastes really nice, and I did think that it was going to be slightly strange to eat, but it tastes really good. It seems to balance off really well.
Yeah, do you know, overall, I thought it could have been balanced more against the other things that she served with it.
The fact that, you know, it was so big, it kind of put me off actually eating it because it was too much.
He's never happy, is he? Too much, too late, too hungry, and too much to say, it seems.
I want to ask, do you think honesty is the best policy? With it being a competition and everything? Because, for example, obviously, for me, I've always been obviously thinking about how I'm going to be perceived, and I've always said from the start is, if I think something, I say it to your face. I personally don't think you should have entered the competition. Because at the end of the day, it is a competition. And I know it's the fact about, you know, friendship and values and respecting each other, but we're in an environment where you have to be critical because, you know, there has to be someone better than the other.
You said, obviously, that I shouldn't have entered the competition, and I think that, honestly, what's more important is not the fact that someone has to be better than someone else. The fact is, I entered this competition because I think friendship, I think integrity, and I think manners is more important than someone being better than each other.
Yeah,
so
but
I
it's a competition. There has to be a winner.
I don't
and if
class
you're not
this
willing to be
competition.
well, it is a competition.
It is
it is a competition.
Love.
It is a competition,
Okay,
isn't
love.
it?
Well, in that case, if it was to do with competitiveness, then I think you'll have won overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stuart said tonight that I shouldn't have even entered the competition. I think that's absolutely unbelievably rude. I think it's disgusting that he said that to me, because just because he is rude and he's got, I'm here, I'm out, I'm proud, and I've got my views and opinions, you know, doesn't mean to say that I have to be like that.
I do feel that he was maybe a bit too aggressive to Angie tonight, and she definitely suffered for it as well. Angie is an amazing person and she really deserved to do well in this whole competition.
The conversation on the table's good. Everybody, you know, is getting on, they're drinking, and I'm happy with that.
Are you at the same dinner party? Thankfully, there's something sweet to end the night, at least for the few seconds before Stuart opens his mouth again.
There's been times, like, during this week where I've been critical and you've, like, been playing footsie with me under the table or winked at me or said anything and kind of, you know, ridden off my criticism but never had the balls to say something either to her face or his face, to their face. You've kind of hidden behind my shadow. And,
I don't think I have.
I was really hoping that, you know, when I was being honest about being critical, that you would have said, well, actually, I've been a bit critical as well behind your back, because you have been a bit critical behind their back, but you haven't had the balls to say it to their face.
I've not been critical behind the back at all.
You have been playing the game very well, and you've, unfortunately for me, I've got myself in trouble. I don't think I've won the competition. I don't care anymore. I really don't, but I think you've played a really good game, because you haven't been so... She hasn't, honestly. She's been saying things, and she's been hiding in my shadows.
I was the only one that had not had my bit from Stuart, so I thought, tonight, I'm going to get it.
And how are things on Planet Josh?
Do you know, I think the four of us should definitely meet together again, and I'd really like that. I have to say that there's no reason that I wouldn't want to meet with all the rest of you again, and that we could have dinner of our own.
Are you deaf, man?
Nico, peace out, man.
If I was walking down the street next week and I saw Ange, I'd just go, hi, and carry on walking.
If she doesn't slap you first.
The dessert was really nice, yeah. Homemade ice cream. I like the fact that it was using locally sourced strawberries.
It's a bittersweet end to the night. But who's about to take home the £1,000 cash?
I think if Stuart wins, I'll be a bit gutted. I feel a bit betrayed.
So it's crunch time. Rachel needs a daunting 25 points to grab the grand.
OK, tonight I'm going to give Rachel a 7.
The menu was great, but the timings were slightly out, and it didn't quite live up to my expectations.
When I saw the menu today, I said it was all right. And when it came out tonight, it was still all right. I'm going to give Rachel a 6.
All the scoring's been done in secret, so it's time for Rachel to reveal the winner.
Yeah, oh, how exciting.
Oh. We have a joint third, Angela and Rachel. In second place, we have Joshua. And the winner of Come Dine With Me is Stuart. You've won!
Oh, wow. I'm shocked.
I knew it.
I genuinely didn't think I was going to win.
Me, Josh and Rachel have really bonded over this, and I will honestly keep contact with both of them. And after this, I will definitely not keep contact with Stuart.
I'm disappointed that he won, because I would have liked to have won myself.
I don't feel the right person won, although Stuart's night was good. Josh's night, to me, was a more genuine night. And now I'm actually sorry that I gave Stuart a 9. And Joshua an 8 should have been Joshua a 10 and Stuart a 2.
I think a few people are disappointed that I won, but at the end of the day, it's a competition and I play the game better than anyone else.